What's going on, guys? WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us as we look at this week's edition of The Blue Brand, along with the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including: is WWE censoring superstars who support Ridge Holland? A positive update on Kevin Owens, Liv Morgan teasing a WWE return, a wrestler officially announcing their retirement, the real reason WWE cut the feed on SmackDown, whether WWE dropped Jesse Ventura, Karrion Kross and Scarlett not needing WWE, and much more. But we'll focus on the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good: Chelsea Green regains the US title. Congrats to Chelsea Green on regaining the Women's United States Championship. The title has been poorly booked ever since Green dropped it to Zelina Vega, with Giulia's run being even worse. Green has proven she doesn't need a title to get over, but she's also the best choice to hold it right now, especially with WWE's women's undercard still a complete mess. Lash legend joins the Blue Brand. Could Lash legend be the miracle cure? Nia Jax needs to become relevant again. WWE's attempts to push Jax as a singles main eventer have struggled, but pairing her with Legend, who had a promising team with Jakara Jackson before Jackson's release, could be the solution. SmackDown needs strong women's teams, and a Lash Jax pairing has real potential. WWE made it official last night. Legend is now on the SmackDown roster. Dr. Asuka: kudos to WWE for continuing the simmering feud between the Kabuki Warriors and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Backstage, Asuka and Kairi Sane ambushed the women's tag champions. Alexa and Charlotte were in the medical area when a doctor handed Charlotte an ice pack only to reveal herself as Asuka, pull down her mask, and spray green mist at Flair and Bliss. "I only wish she had said, 'I'll take it from here, nurse.'" Zelina thriving as a heel manager. Zelina Vega continues to excel in her best role, a heel manager who distracts and harasses babyfaces to help Aleister Black get what he wants, whether it's sneak attacks or a world title match against Cody Rhodes. While Vega is a solid wrestler, her true strength is in managing. Another strong US Open challenge. Ilya Dragunov's latest US Open challenge defense was another clinic. Dragunov and Johnny Gargano put on an entertaining match, with Gargano helping establish Ilya as a champion fans can respect. While it's unknown how long Ilya will hold the title, WWE has booked him well since his return from injury. Charlotte Jade tease: Charlotte Flair vs Jade Cargill is a match worth waiting for, and knowing WWE's slow burn approach, fans may not see it until 2026. Still, last night's brief face-off was a great tease to get fans talking. The bad: Cody needs a significant opponent. It's time for WWE to save Cody Rhodes' second undisputed championship reign from becoming a disaster. Rewritten version: clean and clear. A big part of the problem is that WWE hasn't given Cody any significant opponents outside of Drew McIntyre. Everyone else ends up being used to set up another feud or return, with Aleister Black being the latest example. Black challenged Cody, only for his current rival, Damian Priest, to interrupt. Cody vs Aleister could be entertaining, but fans don't want more distractions. 2. Where are the Wyatts? Where are the WWE Tag Team Champions? The Wyatts made a brief cameo last night, apparently to menace the MFTs, but they remain absentee champions. WWE's attempt to get the faction over with a title run has flopped because fans can't invest in champions who rarely appear. 3. Rey Fenix. Permanent job train. With Rey Fenix's push seemingly over, he can't build momentum as either a singles or tag team star. It may finally be time to reunite Rey with his brother Penta and give fans the Lucha Brothers again. WWE should pull the plug on this current direction. And as for SmackDown's obsession with pushing the Miz vs Carmelo Hayes feud, please just end it. It's bad. That was the good and the bad. Now let's move on to the downright ugly: Giulia's wretched reign. It's the end of an era, and it couldn't come soon enough. Giulia's disastrous run as US champion is over, and WWE can finally capitalize on Chelsea Green's popularity and entertainment value. While we could have gotten a great match between them last night, it ended in just 1 minute and 38 seconds. The squash perfectly reflects how poor this reign truly was. How did WWE manage to botch the booking of one of its most promising talents? Giulia arrived in NXT like a lioness on the hunt, only to end up a kitten on SmackDown, barely appearing and defending the title even less. She had just one televised defense during her 132 days as champion. What did you guys think of the Blue brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news story. Is WWE censoring superstars supporting Ridge Holland? Our first story addresses rumors that WWE may be pressuring talent to back off supporting recently released wrestler Ridge Holland. Holland, who was let go after criticizing creative for his booking, has been dealing with wrestling-related injuries and set up a GoFundMe to support himself and his family. Several wrestlers, including Chelsea Green, Jinder Mahal, Nick and Matt Jackson, and Kyle Fletcher, stepped up to help, but WWE reportedly put the brakes on their talent promoting the fundraiser. This was discussed on Wrestling Observer Radio, which noted that Chelsea Green tweeted a link to the GoFundMe, only to delete it shortly afterward. I can't imagine WWE didn't tell her to delete it or that someone from the company didn't, because the last thing they want is their own talent promoting that fundraiser. Ridge Holland apologizes. Recently released WWE superstar Ridge Holland is now apologizing for the comments he made blasting WWE creative. In case you missed it, Holland went on social media and said, "I never thought I'd be able to pay my mortgage. I feel like I've been hung out to dry after getting injured working for another company on behalf of WWE. Add to that my contract not being renewed, knowing I wouldn't be able to wrestle for 7 months, this is brutal. Yes, they're taking care of the surgery and physical therapy, but let's be honest, that's the bare minimum after what we sacrifice for the company. Plus, there's a possibility I might need my neck fused, too. Talk about getting totally effed." But now, Holland is walking those comments back on his YouTube channel. That tweet made the situation worse. "It was purely out of frustration, and I'm mad at myself for doing that because it was out of character for me. I don't react that way. But knowing my time with WWE was coming to an end, and feeling like I never got to show my true potential, whether that's my fault or due to injuries or circumstances, I felt wronged. I don't even know by who. If I had the chance again, I wouldn't have posted that tweet, but I needed an outlet. I needed to vent." Do you think Ridge Holland regrets what he did? WWE's image problem. WWE's release of Holland reportedly for breaching his contract with that tweet along with his GoFundMe has created a major image problem for the company. On Wrestling Observer Radio, it was said, they fired him essentially for that tweet last week, and the GoFundMe might be even worse because it's like, here's a guy who was a TV star getting paid, and now he's doing a GoFundMe. Not all fans are sympathetic toward Holland, but as Vince McMahon always said, appearance is reality. And WWE may have given itself another black eye. Positive Kevin Owens update. Things are looking good for Kevin Owens as he shared a video of himself working out. Wrestling News reported that Owens was shown running sprints, demonstrating positive progress in his rehabilitation as he tests his conditioning and mobility following what was described as major surgery. Owens had to take time off before WrestleMania due to a serious neck injury, and it was believed he wouldn't return until at least 2026. However, this footage suggests his recovery might be moving faster than expected. Liv Morgan teases WWE return. When will Liv Morgan return to WWE? Morgan has been sidelined with a shoulder injury since she was hurt last June on Raw, and fans have been eager for updates. During a red carpet appearance for the Stranger Things Season 5 premiere, Morgan was asked about her return and simply said, "I think everyone's just going to have to watch me." Given WWE's love for surprises, it's unlikely the company will announce her return unless the reveal has more value than the pop of an unannounced comeback. More wrestlers named for the John Cena tournament. Who will face John Cena in his final ever match? While that won't be revealed for a while, fans learned on SmackDown that 3 of the 4 tournament wrestlers have now been identified. One match will be The Miz vs. Jey Uso. Another will be LA Knight versus a mystery opponent. Could the mystery wrestler be from NXT? Or, as Cena hinted, someone from outside WWE entirely? Names thrown around include Joe Hendry, or even Jeff Hardy. Imagine Jeff Hardy versus LA Knight. I thought winning the title was hard. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my career. Going out there and being vulnerable to the crowd, being vulnerable to myself. I'm getting emotional now. That's when I knew TNA was a family. That locker room was a family. And that's what I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss that so much. While she hasn't revealed the exact reason for her retirement, it's believed to be injury-related. We wish her nothing but the best. Did WWE dump Jesse Ventura? Next up, did WWE quietly dump Jesse Ventura? The always controversial WWE Hall of Famer and former governor of Minnesota returned last year to provide color commentary on select matches for Saturday night's main event. But he hasn't appeared in months, sparking rumors reported in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Ventura may be done. The report stated, "We were under the impression he had signed a one-year deal for these shows and that the deal would have run out with the last show. I don't know that factually, but in checking, the only thing we got was that it was not a major topic of discussion." After the cage match fiasco in the McIntyre vs. Damian Priest match, we were told that the die was cast as far as using him going forward. He was downplayed on the next show while still under contract and wasn't on this show, nor was he ever referenced. You may recall Ventura blasted babyface Damian Priest for winning his cage match against Drew McIntyre by walking out the door instead of climbing the cage, something babyfaces traditionally avoid. It's entirely possible WWE didn't appreciate their own product being criticized on air, hence the quiet disappearance. Real reason why SmackDown cut the feed. Next up, the real reason WWE cut the feed on SmackDown last night. If you noticed the broadcast cutting away multiple times, it wasn't because of a camel chewing on the cables, a joke rumor from a past Saudi Arabia show. The real reason was due to Charlotte Flair suffering multiple wardrobe malfunctions during her match against Nia Jax. The physicality caused Flair's top to slip repeatedly, giving the live audience an unintended view. The production team worked overtime to cut away as fast as possible, but images still surfaced online. When a fan asked Charlotte about it, she responded, "I'm going to start wrestling in the robes." This isn't the first time Flair has dealt with this issue on live TV. It also happened at WrestleMania 38 during her match with Ronda Rousey, and once again on Raw during the COVID era, though luckily no live audience was there for that one. Karrion Kross and Scarlett don't need WWE. Finally, let's talk about Karrion Kross and Scarlett, who say they don't need WWE, and the numbers back them up. Despite rumors that WWE was working the fans when the couple hadn't yet signed new contracts, that wasn't the case. They've been working the indie scene for months, and now they're talking openly about how successful life outside WWE has been. During an interview with The Coach and Bro, Scarlett revealed, "This sounds crazy and probably not very believable, but it's something I feel people in WWE who might be stressed about getting released need to hear. We're making more than we were making there, and we were getting paid very well. But we're making more now.